Hello guys, it's your boy Samuel and we're back with another video. In this channel we talk about motorcycle traveling, reviews and basically everything about motorcycles. So please subscribe to the channel for more and more content. And today we're going to be talking about the Kibo K250. I'm going to be telling you everything about this bike, mostly all the features and everything in total. Let's start with the features. The front rim, as you can see over here, is 21 inches and the back wheel over here is 18 inches. The front brakes are dual piston fixed caliper and the rear brakes are dual piston floating caliper. This is how they look, yeah, dual piston floating caliper. And on the rims you've got spokes which help while you're going off-road most of the time. And I want to talk about the tank of the Kibo. Yes, this fuel tank over here, it holds 10.4 liters, yes, with a consumption of 29 kilometers per liter. Yes, as you can see, the mileage while the tank is full tank is 300 kilometers. So if you fill this tank, it will take you for 300 kilometers. The engine type, as you can see here, is air cooled. Yes, it is air cooled and oil cooled. As you can see here, it is also oil cooled and air cooled, as you can see here. Yes, the maximum power of this engine is 17 horsepower at 6,500 rpm. From the for the back shocks over here, as you can see, you are given a tool which comes with the bike so that you can be able to adjust these shocks to whatever height you want, or your comfortable riding position that you may feel like. Yes, the total weight of the bike as it is 145 kilograms. Yes, and the total carrying capacity at the back here is 250 kilograms. Yes, so you can carry as much as 250 kilograms at the back. You can also carry a total weight of 2 people. Yes, the rider can carry two pillions at the back at his convenience. Yes, so the bike uses 2 types of ignition systems. Yes, it has the kickstarter, as you can see here. You can kickstart the bike, and it has the electric starter, as you can see here. So you can use this to start the bike. So the transmission of the bike is 5-speed. Yes, it's not a 6-speed but a 5-speed transmission. Yes, if you want this bike new, right now it's available at the showroom at 340,000 shillings. You will get 2 helmets, a reflector jacket and 2 gloves, or I think it's 1 glove and a booklet. But right now they are not giving out booklets, but just a flyer like this one. So you get a flyer, not a booklet. Yes, but a long time ago they were giving out booklets. Yes, it's got an upward sitting position, as you can see. Let me sit. Yes, can you see? It's got an upward sitting position. You get a warranty for the first 10,000 kilometers after buying this bike, or 1 year. Yes, so that's a warranty for 1 year or 10,000 kilometers. The top speed of this bike, you guys, is 120 kilometers per hour. Okay, and the vibration starts from 115 kilometers per hour. So the vibration starts at around 115 kilometers and the top speed is 120 kilometers per hour. This bike is unique when it comes to its turn signals. As you can see here, the turn signals are using LED yes, which is the latest system. Also the rear part of the bike also uses LED, and also the turn signals are LED. The best cruising speed for this bike is 85 to 95 kilometers per hour, which I feel is not that fast. Now it's time for the pros and cons. I know all of you are waiting for this. Everybody was excited for the pros and cons of this K250 bike. So let's start with the cons, guys. So the first con of this bike is that it has a fading matte color. As you can see, these plastics fade over time, but you can use a solution, a trim solution that you can buy in the supermarket, that you can apply on this plastic so that it cannot fade. You can also use a motorbike cover to protect your bike from fading the plastics, but the best solution is either a cover or the plastic trim solution. I'll tell you about the plastics trim solution in another video, so stay tuned. Please subscribe to the channel. So another con of this bike is the noisy upper part of the engine. This engine, while it's running, it makes some noise when on this upper part, which many people seem not to love. Yes, another con of this bike that people fail to love is that the service parts can be a little bit expensive, right? Most of these parts are around 10,000, 15,000. So these parts tend to be expensive sometimes, and people complain, but the parts are available anytime you need them. Okay, another con of this bike is the nylon tires. As you can see here, these are Kenda tires, but they are nylon tires. So when it comes to rainy days or wet road surfaces, you're going to fall with this bike. You must be very, very careful because of the nylon tires. Okay, another con of this bike is basically the limited colors. Okay, when it comes to this bike, you cannot order. There is only 2 colors available in the showroom: the orange color and the black color, like this color. This is a black color I'm talking about. So you have only 2 options: either you go for the orange color or you go for the black color. So when you're washing this bike, another con, when you're washing this bike, you must be careful of the dashboard. As you can see here, this dashboard has a breather at the back. So make sure when you're washing this bike, cover the dashboard area so that you can have no problems, no electric problems in future. Yes, but when it comes to rain, it can't be affected because the breather is actually at the bottom, not at the top. Yes, so another con of this bike, yes, the hand grips wear fast. Yes, especially if you don't have gloves, the hand grips will the hand grips will tend to wear fast. Yes, as you can see here, some wear and tear. I don't know if you can see. So if you don't wear gloves, the hand grips will wear really fast. So make sure you have some leather gloves for your protection, and also to make the hand grips to last longer. So another con of this bike is that they are using the lead acid battery that I hate. Yes, it's that useless battery that will always give you cold starts in the morning, and at night does not give the headlights enough power to see through the darkness. Yes, so first things, if you buy this bike, make sure you change the battery. Yes, I would advise that. Another con of this bike is the kickstand. this kickstand does not come with its rubber grip, or you can call it the bush or something. Yes, it comes soft like that. Yes, I'd prefer they keep like a rubber grip there, so that it can be easy to grip with your feet when you are kick starting the bikes. Another con of this bike is that the headlights are not super bright, and it's due to that useless battery. So make sure you upgrade the battery so that you can have a clear view. You can also add some auxiliary lights in order to see further at night and during rainy seasons. Okay, the front brakes, as you can see them here, are very sensitive and can make you fall. I keep on saying this thing because these front brakes are not as usual as normal bikes. They're very sensitive and they can lock on you. So make sure you use 70% of the back brakes and 30% of the front in order to be safe at all times, because this bike is really tall and I don't know what happens when you hit the front brakes so that they lock and you find yourself at the bottom of the, or let's say you'll find yourself buying plots on Thika Road ama kulamba chini. Yes. So another con is that they never installed a 6th gear on a 250cc motor. Yes, that's another con. Everybody wanted, when you buy a 250cc motorbike, you expect to have 6 gears on that bike, but on this bike you only have 5 gears instead of 6 gears. So I think that's what has affected the speed of the bike, because you only get 120 kilometers per hour top speed and vibrations at 115 kilometers per hour. I think when the bike vibrates at 115 kilometers per hour, it's because there's no other gear to change to. There's only 5 gears, as you can see here. Yes. So there's as another con of this bike is that it takes time to start in the morning. You have to crank it more than 3 times. Okay, I think there also the battery plays a huge role. Yes, so that's why I insist, change your battery when you buy a Kibo, because there's some hard start in the morning, and if you have a bad battery, it might even take longer, or you might find yourself kickstarting. And don't forget, the kickstarting you're kickstarting, there's no rubber, so you might find yourself, instead of kickstarting, you miss and you hurt your foot with this foot peg. Yes, of which I've ever hurt myself with this foot. Yeah, with that foot peg. Yes, and I bleeded a lot. So please make sure you change the battery, because there's a lot of cold start in the morning, as people have always said. Another con of this bike is the hard suspension. The suspension is very hard. When you buy this bike, make sure the mechanic adjusts your shocks to the best like feel of your body, right? Because people are not similar when it comes to riding styles. So please make sure they adjust your shocks, otherwise the shocks can be very, very, very hard on you if you do not adjust them to be soft. Yes, so those are the cons, and hope you've heard all the cons. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments. Also subscribe to the channel. So guys, let's go to the pros now. At least there's some really good pros here. Yes, the first pro of this bike is the raised exhaust. As you know, the K150 has a lower exhaust. As you can see here, let me show you the K150. The K150 has a low exhaust, as you can see. So many people are complaining that the exhaust on the K150 is too low, so they did an improvement on the K250 and they raised the exhaust a little, as you can see here. I don't think it's really high, but at least it's a little bit raised. Okay, so another pro of this bike is that it has a bigger tank. Yes, it has a tank of 10.4 liters. I know for some people 10.4 liters is not really a big tank, but it is an improvement compared to the K150, which has only 6.8 liters. So this has a total of 10.4 liter on the tank. Another pro is that this bike has big wheels, as you can see, 21 inches and 18 inches, which can roll nicely over obstacles, can roll nicely on the off-road. Yes, another pro is the off-road tires. As you can see, the front tire and the back tire, the grip is really nice, so when it comes to off-road and muddy places, you will go nicely, except from, let's say, watery roads, because it's nylon. Yeah, so make sure you don't go to use too much speed when it comes to wet roads. Okay, so another positive pros is that the wheels are spoked. As you can see, these spokes wires cannot bend, so that's an advantage, because when it comes to aluminum wheels, they can crack, but spoked wheels will go anywhere. Okay, another pro of this bike is the upright position when you're sitting on the bike. As you can see here, this is the upward position we are talking about. You can go really far places with the bike in that upward position. Another pro of this bike is the good sounding exhaust. This is the exhaust of the bike, and it sounds really soothing, and it's not irritating. Actually, it sounds so nice. So when it comes to going to far places, you will not get headaches from the loud noise, but it's just a soothing exhaust sound that you will enjoy very much. So another pro of this bike is its stableness. It's very stable on the road. It's not affected by wind and crosswinds. Yes, another pro is the brakes. The brakes are really nice if you know how to use them. If you use the rear brake 70% and the 30% at the front, you will enjoy these brakes, because they are very comfortable. They are very nice, as in they are sensitive, so they really do a good job. Okay, another pro of this bike is that it attracts attention. When you go to the petrol station, you'll get many people asking you about your bike. Yes, many people will ask you, which bike is this, which country is it made from, and always be proud. Tell them this bike is Kenyan, and the owner of the company is from Netherlands, and it's a Kenyan bike, so they should promote and buy this bike. Another pro of this bike is the trunk. The trunk is really big. It's like the K150's trunk. You can store everything you need. The trunk is actually under here. I cannot open because I've left the key, but it's really nice. You can store anything you need. Another pro of the bike is that you can carry more than two. You can carry two people. Yes, you can carry two pillions at the back. So if you're traveling to long distances or going somewhere, you can carry two friends and you can enjoy yourself. You can also, it also has space here for tying your goods, your luggage here, and you can also keep a top box, a nice top box like this one. You can also keep such a top box at the back of your bike and still carry at least one person. Another pro of this bike is that all the spares are available. Yes, every spare of this bike is available, and you can just come to the Kibo warehouse, which is in the old Mombasa road, and you can buy any spare you need. Another advantage of this bike, in spite of its low top speed, is that it has high picking speed, because you can reach 100 kilometers per hour in only 10 seconds, which is an advantage. Okay, so when it comes to hills, it will climb well. When it comes to picking, it will pick really well. Another pro of this bike is that it does not overheat even in traffic or long distances. Yes, when you go to really hot areas or you're in a really bad traffic, the bike will easily not overheat. So that's an advantage, because if it overheats, it might burn your boots or your leg. So you see, so make sure, so the bike is really nice because it does not overheat and does not affect speed. Yes, another advantage of this bike is that the frame is really nice. It's very strong. It was built really nicely with a nice heavy frame, which everyone can agree the frame is really nice and it's one of a kind. Yes, and that's all for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Yes, I think I've talked about everything about this bike, but if you have any other questions, you can just drop them down below on the comments. Yes, so I want to thank you for watching this video, guys. I really enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed too. Please, if you enjoyed the video, comment down below, and please click that subscribe button so that I can do more and more videos for you. So thank you for watching. Yes, I really had to do this review for you, tell you the pros and cons. So if you need this bike, just come to the warehouse. It's here at Old Mombasa Road. This bike is going for 340,000 shillings. So thank you, guys. Let me see you in the next video. Thank you.